Disaster strikes, communication is everything. Today I am joined by Jeff Buchanan from AT&T to talk about FirstNet, the dedicated wireless network designed to keep first responders connected when it matters most. And boy, oh boy, does it matter. Thank you so much for joining us today for this important conversation, Jeff. So for those who might not be familiar, what is FirstNet built with AT&T?
Great. Thanks for that question. It's a really important question. FirstNet built with AT&T is a network entirely devoted to first responders. During the 9/11 event, they realized that there were some communication barriers, there were some challenges for the responders, and there was a whole bunch of research done on that particular event. And one of the things they came out with, which was fundamental to the future of FirstNet, was that they needed to have one national public safety broadband network, and thus FirstNet was born.
So that kind of brings me to the next question, which is the initial problem that FirstNet was really built to solve. And it sounds like a giant event where multiple agencies are involved responding to one single disaster.
Absolutely. Imagine a situation where you have thousands of people and the congestion that would cause to an ordinary network. First responders, there is no time to be in second place or really having to battle for that broadband time with civilians. First responders need their own network, and they need to be in first place every time, all the time, every single time they need to get communications through.
And I think all of us, we all have our own phones as civilians, but I think no one would argue that we want first responders to have first priority. So when they are in the field, how does something like this matter so much? Why is it so critical?
Well, it's critical because the information has to get through. And it has to get through timely, and it has to get through first. Otherwise, the life-saving operations could be slowed, hindered, or even stopped. So it's critical to have that information first place every time.
So how is FirstNet working with IAFC and other agencies to improve communications on a national level?
On a national level, IAFC is a tremendous partner. All of the divisions of IAFC are tremendous partners in FirstNet. They see the value in FirstNet. They see it on the ground and in action. Most recently, we were in Texas for the floods, supporting those outstanding first responders during that tragedy. And one of the things that are geared towards FirstNet users are 180 deployables, assets that come out and rebuild the communications that could have been hindered, and also improve communications that are already in place with things like COLTs, which are cells on light trucks. We have amphibious equipment that can help to bring a communications platform in areas that are very, very difficult. And these are all exclusive to FirstNet users.
So interesting how you can bring communications to these areas, especially when disaster strikes and knocks out communications. So I know this might be a really challenging question, but how would you summarize what FirstNet means to first responders and the value for agencies to adopt something like this?
Well, I don't think I'm being hyperbolic to say the value is immeasurable. I don't think you can quantify it, because there's nothing more important than having a communications platform and the ability to get your communications through every time, all the time. Because if you can't complete the job. So the way that most emergency responders work is they come and they have an incident commander, and then you have the tactics that are being applied out in the field. If you can't deliver that information back, and if the incident commander can't provide the tasks and the reconnaissance and all this information to the first responders, you can't get anything done.
Communications, absolutely critical. Thank you, Jeff Buchanan, for sharing a little bit more with us about FirstNet and how critical it is for first responders.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.